All right, there we are. We are ready to rock and roll here tonight, and welcome to another Lauren Live, Lauren and Friends, and all the rest. And I think we got Doc Run coming back next week. He sent a note.
Oh, good.
Catboy's worked the whole week on trying to be funny, so we should be able to get that through tonight. Yeah, that's great. And now I forgot what I was going to tell you when the time started, so we'll have to hope that I can remember later, right? Yeah, I know what I was going to say. So, just imagine, like if First Life worked like Second Life. You came home and your fucking bed was missing because they said, whatever, your refrigerator was half empty. There was a little note from the, we're sorry, but the meat you picked up had been copy-botted.
Your intros have been copy-botted.
Aren't they copy-botting meat or something? They're growing it in test tubes and going to serve it as McMush?
Oh, yes,
like that.
definitely. They're growing them. Yes, they're going to grow artificial, artificial meat, yes.
Artificial meat. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And by the way, today, how surprising is this? I mean, come on. I mean, today, going out of business was a place that made cupcakes called Crumbs. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Crummy cupcakes.
Look, I mean, the top of markets, all right? 5-6 years ago, at the top of the market, the store opened around the corner from me selling. It was a dog bakery. I mean, seriously, they went in and they sold the cheapest thing they had was $6.50 a pound dog cookies, and then they had other stuff for $18-20 a pound.
Oh my God.
I want to set up outside and just sell steak, for less. Seriously. I mean, what are with these animal people, And people now with animals, they love telling you, oh, yes, my dog had an MRI. Great. Okay. They whatever humans have, they got to make something for animals, too, to have the same thing, And I just spent $2,800 on my cat. You did you?
Cat have insurance?
Okay. Cat has 9 lives. Why spend any fucking money on it? It's coming back no matter what you do. Stop it. My cat's 87 years old. I don't understand what's wrong with it. So anyhow, yeah, so that's what happened. Crumbs did anybody ever have a crumb? You must have, DrFran, you must have had one of those Crumbs cupcakes, right? Did you have one of those? Are you talking to the pig?
Oh, no.
No carbs.
No carbs. No carbs.
No
carbs.
France and doesn't have a croissant at
No.
all. Goes to Italy.
No
doesn't have any pizza.
No carbs.
Oh my God.
No carbs, right.
No carbs.
The motherland.
Yeah, no carbs. I'm so proud of you. It's incredible. This may be why you can't get a man. Men like carbs. Can you imagine? Sorry, no carbs.
Actually, my ex used to eat all my desserts and loved it. It worked out.
Yeah, and that's why he's an ex now, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Does he still come over? Are you traveling with him lately again?
No, we just went out to dinner.
I love
Tonight.
it. I mean, she's got the best of, like.
Make him pay for it.
Yes.
No, did you make him pay? Did he pay?
Of course he paid.
Does he have a good job?
No, he's retired. He had a good job.
He's retired. Jesus, I don't like getting retired. I'd rather have new wheels than retired.
But where's the
dum. So here's one. This is great from my former, which you might say ex, where she grew up. And so this was it. Model was arrested in shooting and flashed genitals to the jailer.
What?
Devin Serper, 28, was arrested. Yeah, she was arrested in connection with a June 27th shooting in Morgan City, Louisiana. Okay. And she was charged on obscenity for flashing her genitals. Now, I don't know how you flash that part of your body. I mean, I really don't know what that is. What is that, like a sort of what? Anyhow, so that's what's going on there. I'm reading Jay Rawlings' new book, Silkworm.
Already?
Yeah, I'm reading it. It's a long read, but she's a very good writer. Yeah, it's going to take me a month to read it. I couldn't believe it. This is the trouble with the Kindle Reader, guys, if you have one of these things, okay? So you're reading the book, you think you've finally gotten in somewhere, you press the button to see where you are, and you find out you've only read 4% of the freaking book. I mean, that's not good, Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, but yeah.
So is it good? I would.
it's improving. You know, then
didn't
somebody told
like
me I
the
have to
first
read
one so
Cloud Atlas, so I'm reading Cloud Atlas.
No,
while
I told you
reading it.
not to.
I'm reading it while I'm reading Silkworm, which is really interesting. If you read 2 or 3 books at the same time, you can move the characters in and out of the other ones, you know, and that's kind
I
of a lot
told
of
you not to
fun.
read Cloud Atlas.
All of a sudden, somebody from Cloud Atlas is sitting at the table with Strike, who's the detective in, you know, the Silkworm. It's great. Yeah. So anyhow, that's what that is. And let's see. And that's the show. So I hope you enjoyed it, and let's get on tomorrow. Did you hear about this? A guy fell asleep during the Yankees game, okay?
Oh,
And
yes.
he's
I heard about
suing the
this.
MLB for $10 million. Can you believe
Yes. Because he said they made fun of him.
that? I thought he was going to sue him for $10 million because it was so boring he fell asleep. Whatever happened to that woman that sued McDonald's for hot coffee? Maybe she married this guy.
She won. She made money.
There's
She
a book
made
out
I
on
know.
that just
I
came
know
out,
she made
actually.
money. Yeah, there's a book out.
There's a book out, and the book is also a documentary that's on Netflix, and it's called Hot Coffee.
Well,
Hot
they
coffee.
Put oil in the coffee to make it stay hotter longer. That's why her.
Or something
Is-
like that.
yeah.
Is that right? There was oil in the.
Yes.
I thought
Yes,
coffee.
they
Yeah.
oil the coffee to make it stay
Yeah.
hotter longer.
I
So
know.
That's
it's
great.
very, very
That'd be
hot.
nuts.
So
That's fabulous. That's another reason I don't go to McDonald's.
So
But-
another reason why you're not at McDonald's.
By the way, I just learned something that most of you probably know about. DrFran, you may have used this. I don't know, but I just found out about this app called Tinder. Has anybody tried Tinder?
No, I've
Do you
heard
know what
of it.
Tinder?
It's a dating
have-
site
you know-
or something?
Look, this is it. This is perfect for the world we live in. Okay, you download the app, and it does a location service on you,
Points people that are near you.
and
for
then
you.
other people that aren't far from you, and it goes to all the Facebooks and it pulls out details on that's available, and it starts to match you up, and then these pictures start sliding by, and if you like a picture, you tap it, and if that person tapped your picture, then you're going to get tapped later on. You know, that's the way it works. It's really quite.
All
It's
right.
got to be
It's
better
actually
than.
creepy.
I
It's much
agree.
better than Match.com. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah. It's better than Plenty of Fish. What a bottom-feeding place that is.
Yeah. But what about this eHarmony when that guy was on TV? Remember that guy? He'd be
Yes.
on TV. Wait, are you kidding? Look, I am not looking for somebody to be harmonious with. I know I can't be harmonious with anybody. I'm just looking
Anybody.
at somebody. Right. Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? What? Anybody? Did I get it wrong? Okay.
Gave
That's
my
just like
psycho
Irene.
friend.
She's always correcting my damn English, you know? And she does it in German. I don't understand a word she's saying, but that's great. You should have. That's incredible. You know, she's got German and South African, so you should have heard her rooting for Germany. Oh my God, it was wild over him. So Tinder, yes. Tinder first launched where? Where do you think it was first launched? Where else but the University of Southern California? Right.
Mhm.
Right. So there we go. I mean, I'll bet you that one's going to play out pretty well, right? I mean, we're shallow. Nobody really wants to know too much about anybody, right? Wrong.
What does the
But isn't
murky
it-
potion do? Does anybody know?
What?
What is what?
The murky potion?
You should
The
have
murky
asked me when I-
potion? The murky
Faithful?
potion gives you Ebola. Just try it. See if you like it.
Yeah. There we go. Ebola.
And one of the founders of Tinder, listen to this, which is great. She filed suit against the other 2 founders for sexual harassment. How can you be working for a company like Tinder and talk about sexual harassment? Please. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
So that's Tinder, right? And now back to Second Life, okay? Yeah, Second Life. Oh God. You know, I
Haley,
remember
that's
when
accounting and bookkeeping. Sorry. Murky.
What?
Murky.
Accounting and bookkeeping?
Bookkeeping.
accounting
that's
and
good,
bookkeeping.
right?
That's
That
great,
makes-
yeah.
So you bought a
Good. So it means yes. So now you get accounting and bookkeeping. That's great.
which means I don't have to do all that math.
That's fabulous. That's great. I can't wait till they have a potion where you don't even have to look anymore and it plays the game for you for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, I want one.
Tiny empires. Can you imagine? That guy is sitting back in some castle somewhere laughing at us, probably playing a game with the guy who started Candy Crush. Right.
Oh, gosh.
Getting dunked.
Yeah.
He's getting dunked right now.
I'm
And I don't
suspicious
know. Yeah.
I'm suspicious the people that made Candy Crush had something to do. They started Tiny Empires.
Well, I think they actually, before they started Candy Crush, I think they were in the heroin business, but that's right. So they probably were doing Ozamels here in Second Life and then came up with Candy Crush for First Life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened to everybody's Ozamels anyhow? Danny and Marie Ozamel, do you remember them?
They're in my inventory.
In your inventory. They may be taken away. You know, they're taking stuff away. So I remember one time, you know,
go out using the list.
right? What?
Never mind. Never mind.
No, that's all right. Go ahead. We don't have
Nope,
anything
move
funny
along.
anyhow.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. You stepped in. You got to do it.
Yeah. So I think we should bring something like Tinder to Second Life, right? This way you can just, you know, Brick, you could create this, right? Get all these people to sign up, and they could just, you know, we have enough information in here, and so they could just go through the various things, click, 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 right? That's a light date my avatar, but that no date my avatar is you have to fill in stuff. No,
It's called
Tinder is
Second
really
Life. It
simple.
already exists.
What?
Date my radar. Yeah, call it radar. Definitely.
Date my radar, right? Yeah.
What did you say, Brick?
It's called
They-
Second Life. Someone
Yeah,
already
right.
made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why improve on perfection?
Nothing ever happens that's weird in Second Life, I'll tell you. It's really amazing. It only happens in First Life now. In Second Life, everything's very normal.
Yeah,
Right.
they call us the weirdos.
Yeah, remember that? People used to do that.
Yeah.
Cyber radar or whatever it was. Hey, Taralyn, how are you? Remember people used to be able to tell, oh, I mean, I should probably still have this. You could tell if somebody was looking at you and people would turn that shit on, you know?
I have it on.
Yeah, do you have it on? I used to like
But
to tell
yeah, I
people
don't know how to
this.
turn it off.
You don't know how to turn it off, right?
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And look what it did for you. It got you involved with a goat. That's great.
He's a bat again. He's the bat again.
He's a bat again, right? Okay.
He's creating a nest full of
Does
bats.
he fight crying?
Yeah. Yeah, anyhow. And how, you know, some of those things are great in here. I've been out. You ever try to hit 3 things at the same time, decline, discard, and delete at the same time? Yeah, I've done that. I do that First Life, you know. The best way is you go into something like Pottery Barn. You know, you don't like something, throw it on the floor. If it breaks, you tell them, res another one. I don't give a shit. Start playing Second Life and First Life. See what happens, you know.
Boom. Yeah. Who's taking pictures?
Yeah, imagine that, right? Oh, I love it. Yeah, so, yep. And I wonder if they're going to do a new viewer. Anybody hear about a new viewer coming up? The next
Yes.
viewer update? Yes, they are?
Absolutely. Yep.
What are they doing with it?
Not a viewer, a new second life.
We were supposed to have a talk about it at S11B Auditorium, and then it just got canceled at the last minute. So
Yeah,
sorry.
there
No,
you go.
they had it.
Right.
They had it.
Really? I didn't see it.
Yeah. Daniel Voyager
Yeah.
posted about it.
They're going to
online.
call it the Blue Mars viewer. That's the latest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know who's going to be real excited about these watches? Dick Tracy fans. Oh, look, it's my face
Oh.
on a little miniature TV, just like Dick Tracy. Of course, who the hell remembers Dick Tracy anymore? No one.
Think is the only person that ever read Dick Tracy. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's
Yeah, so Thick's got something to look forward to. It's the Dick Tracy watch. It only took 100 years, but they built it.
I like, you know, in Second Life, if you search for a doctor, you can find a paid classified for Jacqueline's sculpted body parts. You have to wonder about that, whether she's some sort of mass serial killer or something like Hannibal Lecter selling body
Selling body parts.
God.
Yeah, body parts. Do you think some of these creators, when they're creating this stuff, are pretty kinky? I mean, they must be like, there's got to be
Oh,
some
of
weird
course.
stuff going on. Right. I keep thinking of the person who made my toenails here, you know, he, she, whatever. You know, they're sitting around their place painting little toenails and doing, hey, Andrew, what are you doing? I'm making toenails, Mom. Oh, okay. No problem.
All right. What are you making toenails out of what?
Oh, Billy, what are you doing? I'm working on a vagina and a skin, Mom. Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm building a vagina.
Could you come here and pose for me?
63% of
no,
people
no,
in
no.
63% of people in Second Life live in a basement.
It's true. I would be one of them.
But what's absolutely amazing is hardly anybody in here has much money, but everybody's got a heavy-duty broadband connection and a hell of a computer. That's it. You
Well,
know?
that's where, that's where
Yeah.
our priorities lie. There.
First things
That's
first.
Yes.
Exactly. Here, I like this. There's a Dr. Binder here in Second Life, an unlicensed submission therapist, whatever that may be. I don't know who comes up with this shit, but they come up with an unlicensed submission therapist.
Submission therapist.
Sounds like somebody Dr. Grun might use, don't you think?
Mhm.
I talked to him the other day. Yeah, he's training a new slave. He says he has to get a new whip. The other one's wearing out.
Oh. The other one was
One-
confiscated. It was illegal.
And this guy once came up to me in Second Life. He said, "Why are you a girl?" I had to detach all and said to him, "Look, I have a vagina. Is that good enough for you?"
Yeah.
And then I
You see
said,
the questions
"Why don't you
right
show me what if you're really a man?" Hit detach all. Oh God, you gotta love Second Life, though, right? Yep. And partners. There's still people partnering here in Second Life. Isn't who was partnering? Was it Ann Haler partnered? Who
Yes,
partnered?
and
the
Handler
other?
just partnered.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Ann
Yeah.
Haler
Haler.
partnered. You know.
Brick's next.
Brick's next. Yeah, we're coming to the wedding, Brick.
Yeah, I don't think
Bricks
so.
and blue. Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
There you go.
I wanna be
Instead of
the
having blue
bridesmaid.
balls, you'll have blue bricks. I like that. Hi, Ken. Is there a Ken in the room? Oh my God, that's good. Yeah.
Is there Barbie?
Yeah. I like walking around First Life and going up to an empty lot and somebody says, "What are you looking at?" I go, "I'm about to res a house."
Or no, I want to take a texture shot. I do that. I walk around Paris shooting the sides of buildings.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mow my lawn the other day. I tried to right click on it to level ground.
That's a
Mm.
level ground. Yeah. Oh God. Do you remember when Lyndon Labs thought Second Life would be a good place for education? I mean, I
Yeah,
can just see
still
that,
do.
you know.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They
they?
still do.
That's great. I mean, that'd be great. Fill in your resume in First Life. I attended Rockcliffe University.
I did that. I'm not making that up. I did that.
Yeah,
I
and that's
attended
why you're living in the
Steampunk
basement,
Academy.
okay?
I know. That's why I'm living in a basement.
Oh God, yeah, it's great. Wait till they connect Second Life with Facebook. That's going to be. Remember, Facebook said they were going to get rid of all the people that aren't real
Mhm.
people, right? You remember that? Guess what? They didn't do that, did they?
It didn't happen.
Yeah. 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 I was in a fabric store in First Life one time, and a woman came up to me and said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yes." "Are these textures copy?"
Are these textures fake burn? We'll just pretend
Yeah.
we know it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lucky Chairs. I really think we should do this in First Life. You know, go around and put a letter over a chair and see how many people sit down and think. Then you'll know that they're playing Second Life. You know, does anybody know? You know, because does God delete anything? Does God wake up one day and go, "Well, I think there are too many trees. I'm just going to delete some."
Yeah. Hey, go to a dance club. Put a dance ball in on the dance floor.
Is there a judgment day at the end of Second Life? You know, guys, wouldn't you just love a First Life dance HUD? Wouldn't that be great? That would work, no doubt about it. Yeah, yeah, and how many of you still using auto response? That thing used to respond before I even bother to type anything in. It's like it knew that I wanted to say something to somebody. You know, when they started typing to me, yeah, it would respond to them without my even getting their message.
But it just says the same thing, doesn't it? It just says, you know, I'm busy, blah blah type thing. The original one was hackable, and I hacked into it, and I put a female character in the male registry, so I had lesbians living together.
You're so interesting, Catboy. I'm so glad you live in Canada, 4,000 miles from where I am.
You're so
because-
evil.
But Lauren
Pick
Artful
on
just said that
okay.
she plays SimCity. I thought she said Sin City, but SimCity. And so what's the idea of SimCity? What's the difference between that and this? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does
A
anybody
lot
know?
of people from SimCity.
So you build
came
cities.
here.
That's what you do. You build SimCity. So you build cities, and then people next door to you put up Farmville and stuff like that, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Stalk your residents. Yeah, right. You know, I'm convinced that there are people in Second Life that have partnered or had an affair or whatever it is, and they don't know that they're actually living in the same cul-de-sac and are next door neighbors married to other
I'm
people,
sure
you
of
know?
it.
God.
And one day it's going to come
Sure.
out at a bridge game or some damn thing like that. It's going to be really wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plurk actually, halfway through everybody playing Plurk, back when we plurked,
Yes,
came out
back
and
when we
put your,
played.
came out and put your state and your city
Is that right?
and your country, yeah, halfway through.
Uh-huh. Do you remember when things would last more than about a week? You know, like years ago, you know, if you were playing
Mhm.
Monopoly, it was around for, you know, years. Nowadays, these stuff come out, we're about an hour. That's it. We've done it. We're done with it. What's next? Right. Yeah. Anybody here know how much money you've spent in Second Life? Anybody ever look at the numbers?
I can tell you
Anybody ever
exactly
see?
how much.
You can? You really
Yes, I
know?
can.
You know?
Yes, I do. I'll tell you exactly how much money I put in Second Life. 0. Because I have a store. I take money out of Second Life.
Oh,
you guys.
so you are profitable,
Yes.
and you still live in a basement.
Still live in a basement.
No, I'm joking.
Still live in a basement.
Just easy. I love you, Catboy. You've made this place a lot more fun than it would have
good.
been without you. Absolutely, absolutely. So, anyhow, Second Life, yeah. We should have a boarding school here in Second Life. You know, over in Gore. Anybody been to Gore recently? Brad Pitt. Ball Pit. I just saw Brad Pitt in a terrible movie. What the hell was the movie? It was
that
World
was
War
bad.
Z. I watched World War
Yes.
Z for free on Netflix. I have news for you. Night of the Living Dead was so much better.
Yes.
The best
I
scene in World
completely
War
agree,
Z.
yes.
Yeah, the best scene was them all climbing up to get into Jerusalem. I thought that was great. Anyhow, enough of that. Catboy, come on up here
All
and
right.
let's hear your gig and have some fun. And anybody else who wants to do something, just IM me and I'll probably ignore you, but go ahead and do it anyhow. Oh, can't hear you at all.
Anyway, SL11B is finally over. I just wanted to tell you some funny stories. Look, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Now? I'm not answering that. Hold on.
No, Mom, I don't want any meatloaf. No meatloaf.
Hold on, let me unplug this. This is an area code. I don't even know what it is. There we go. Gone. Bye-bye. We've been getting those calls, you know, like, is anyone getting the Microsoft, like, oh, your computer's infected with viruses, you got to go to this website and download something right away, right? And I stopped the guy mid-sentence. I stopped and I said, stop. Want you to think about what you're doing with your life right now. You know, seriously. But anyway, funny things that was going on in Second Life. I gave some seminars at the last minute because I noticed that the SL11B was supposed to be about the future. How many people were giving talks about the future? Well, there were none. So I gave a couple seminars. And of course, you know, you always friend new people. You meet tons of people over at SL11B. And I met this new girl that was hanging around the auditorium. And I just friended her just for the heck of it. I thought, okay, maybe interesting person. I'll invite her down to the club. And I had a great big talk. I had a bunch of props that I had prepared. I had this great big thing that I'd written out. It was supposed to last at least an hour. And 15 minutes before I get on, she IMs me. She says, I need you to TP over to my sim. I got to ask you something. And I said, I'm just about to go on stage. Like, I'm scheduled to go on at 1 o'clock. And she said, this is only going to take a minute. I swear to God, it'll just take 5 minutes. And I thought, well, I had everything prepared. I got 5 minutes. So I TP'd over. Did anybody see the movie Return of the Pink Panther with Peter Sellers?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Did you see the very last scene in that movie where he goes to his bedroom and his bedroom's completely empty and that sexy Russian girl's waiting for him? It's like, what did you do with my bedroom? And she just walks away from the wall and the bed unfolds, and the bed is the size of the entire wall. And the whole room magically... Well, that's what happened when I TP'd over to this girl's sim. I TP'd over to this empty room, right? And I said, oh, well, what did you want to talk about? I thought you wanted help with scripting or billing or something. She just walks away from the wall, and this giant sex bed unfolds from the wall, and the whole room transformed instantaneously into a sex dungeon. There was like a disco ball came down from the ceiling, and, you know, like a makeup table or something, you know, flipped around here, and I thought, oh, shit. Right. Oh, geez, I need a way to talk my way out of this, right? So I got into voice, and I said, I think you're really nice and everything, but, and then she interrupted me, and she goes, oh, you're a guy. I'm not into that. And of course, it's like, I'm not going to let you back out of this now. You started this. You TP'd me over here. You got to see this through. All right? So, I'm not letting you off the hook. Oh, gosh. But anyway. And I'm going to shut up now because she just walked in. And moving on, SL11B is, of course, it's over now. Everything's being shut down. And everything's being deleted off the Sims. The Sims are being deleted. And they're shutting the groups down. Have you ever noticed that whenever they shut a group down, it always causes you a little bit of panic because you get that message, you've been ejected from this group?
Oh, yeah.
That always happens. And, of course, that always happens. It's perfectly natural because, you know, it's not really worded that great. You've been ejected. It's like you've been kicked out. And your first reaction is always, what have I done wrong? What did I do? What did I do? Did I piss them off? Was it horrible? And, of course, you know, then you look at them and you realize the group doesn't exist anymore. Everyone's get that message. And I'm sitting there, I'm going, couldn't they pick the softer term for that? And after I gave it some thought, I realized, no, they can't. Because there are no soft terms for being ejected from something. Look at all of the synonyms. It was like, you've been evicted, you've been kicked out, you've been thrown out, you've been sent packing, turfed, arse kicked to the curb, given the heave-ho. I've only found, I looked through a thesaurus, I only found one polite phrase
Outsourced.
about being removed from something or kicked out of something that was polite. And the problem is if you used it, no one knows what the hell it means. And it's, you've been handed your hat and politely shown the door. Well, nobody knows what the hell that means. You would think, it's really confusing if you don't own a hat, by the way. You would think, I just want a hat. Yay! I wasn't thrown out. I want a hat. And what game am I playing with the door? It's like TP to another sim and don't come back. You know. Anyway, moving on. Poor Brazil, huh? Poor Brazil. Oh my God, how many people saw that? Poor Brazil. 7-1. 7-1. I haven't seen a conflict that lopsided since the last time Denver Broncos made it to the Super Bowl, or the time before that when the Denver Broncos made it to the Super Bowl, or just the Denver Broncos. But oh my gosh, they scored. The Germans scored 4 goals in less than 3 minutes. Now, if you want to know what kind of pace that is in soccer, that's like scoring 200 points in a game of basketball, or 50 runs in baseball, or 50 runs in hockey, or 1-0 in chess. Okay, and moving right on. There's a French artist. This is some stuff from the news. A French artist, and what I'm going to do is, this is really neat. It's not funny, but it's really cool. A guy named Bernard Pra recently put on display a beautiful gallery of 3-dimensional portraits that are created out of random pieces of garbage. If you look at it from one angle, it looks like garbage, but if you look at it from a very particular angle, it looks like a beautiful portrait. And that's why I didn't bring pictures of it. You have to see a video for it to make sense. And I think this is really unique because he uses garbage to make beautiful portraits as opposed to most modern artists who use very expensive art supplies to create pieces of garbage. There you go. Hey. Oh, in the States, a tractor. United States in Florida, the I-95. Does anyone know the I-95?
Oh, yes.
That's the one you take if you want to go all the way from Canada all the way to Miami. I believe that's the I-95. I actually went on that many times. And I was really shocked. The first time I went past the Florida border, the very first thing I saw was alligators on the side of the road. Damnest thing I ever saw in my life. Wow. Well, there was a big accident on the I-95.
You see alligators, I see belts and boots. Go ahead.
Well, if you got yourself a Bowie knife, go out and help yourself if you can make that happen. They're not in danger.
Those are hired alligators. They add atmosphere to the place. Yes,
they're
right.
Paid. They're paid to be there, so the Canadians will go down there going, "Oh, this is what you see all the time." Oh my. Anyway, there was a huge accident. No one hurt, but 2 tractor trailers, each one was carrying a truckload of Red Bull, collided. 60,000 pounds of Red Bull spilled all over the highway, everywhere, just all over the place. In an unrelated story, the alligators were seen along the I-95. They were outrunning the traffic. Yeah, those suckers really do give you wings. Okay, and here's an interesting story from Atlanta. Atlanta, a women's soap store was broken into. 3 men stole $2,000 worth of soap. They made a clean getaway. Police have an APB out for 3 men who smell like women because, after all, it is strong enough for a man. Oh, God, here's one out of Texas. I love this one. Texas, a drunk driver was charged with causing a wreck. The driver blames, get a load of this, he blames a cat, a turtle, a squirrel, and a tree for the wreck. That's what he blames. He said, it's their fault. I blame a cat, a turtle, a squirrel, and a tree. Apparently, he was so drunk he thought he was on Disney's theme park, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Oh, here's another one. In Ohio, I don't know how people do this. I don't even know how this is possible. Did anyone hear that in Japan used to have the world's largest record of people above the age of 100? And it turns out that wasn't true. Does anyone know what happened? What happened was Japan was so proud of this that the government decided to send people out to say, well, let's find these people that are 100 years old and give them all an award or something, right? Well, when they went actually looking, what happened was these people had died many years ago, but the families were collecting their social insurance or something like that, benefits. And this is going across the whole country. Well, this just happened in Ohio. A gentleman, for 33 years, collected his dead mother's security for 33 years. And the sad news is, in all that time, he never moved out of her basement. Damn! Okay, here's some news from J.K. Rowling. Does anyone hear this? J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, go on. Yes, I'm reading her book.
Okay, J.K. Rowling. Actually, I'm listening to Stephen Fry. He did the Harry Potter books. So he's really funny. I love that man. But anyway, J.K. Rowling has announced recently
I thought a woman wrote the Harry Potter books.
Well, yeah, but Stephen Fry reads them.
Oh.
He reads them.
Read them.
Yeah,
okay.
Audiobook.
Yeah, and if
Audiobooks,
those of you who know the audiobooks, there is that other artist who did the American ones, and he's really good. I like him. I can't remember his name right now. But Stephen Fry did the British version. That's where they still call it the Sorcerer's Stone because they're not worried about people burning the books or something like that. But anyway, Arthur J.K. Rowling has announced that another Harry Potter story is on the way. Absolutely true. Fans shocked with this announcement. J.K. Rowling said, I never actually claimed to have finished writing the Harry Potter series. It just takes me this long to write the next story. Okay, that being said, J.K. Rowling said, we can expect the next book around the same time Brazil wins the World Cup. Ba-dum-bum. Oh, we should live so long. Oh. And that's all I have for tonight, everybody.
That's it? 5 minutes from you? I got to do 55 minutes again. Another night where I have nothing prepared and you guys just leave me in the wind. You know, that's all right. That's okay. We'll come up with something. Is everybody having fun? Awan, how are you? Nice to see you out there. That used X-Storm is here. I haven't seen. Oh, wow.
Hi,
It's been a long time. How are you? Oh, yes. Yeah, what a change. Yeah, that's good to see you. Yeah, that's great. So, yeah. Boy, what happened to you, X-Storm? That's a unique avatar there. You better be careful. Reggie might eat you. You know, you never know. You're back over there. So, anyhow, I like this. I saw this sign out. Coffee, a warm, delicious alternative to hating everybody every morning forever. and Haley didn't mention, I just want you to know, the bracelet that I'm wearing, okay, you're going to be able to get this bracelet at Relay for Life at wherever their fabulous build is that Brick has built. A lot of people worked on it. And when does it open now? When's the opening date? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell us?
Wizard's parcel is on Reflection, and the Sims to the Volunteers open on the 18th. That's a Relay for Life Volunteers group. On the 19th, they open to the public. The Relay Walk itself, the opening ceremony is at 10 o'clock on Saturday the 19th.
Saturday 19th at 10 o'clock, Second Lifetime. It's a fabulous walk. It's great exercise. You can't believe how good your Avi will be after walking that walk. You can't believe it. I mean, I am telling you, it's so good for the cats. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, those who are Oculus Rift, you'll be banging into the walls.
Yeah. How does Oculus Rift work? I mean, if you want to walk, what do you do in Oculus Rift? Do you get up and walk away from your computer? What do you do? Does anybody know?
He got one.
Yeah, but Geo's busy filming stuff, so.
He's filming.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
he can't
Yeah.
answer.
Only input devices that comes separate.
Yeah, so do you still have a mouse sort of thing that you need to move with?
Move around, I
And you
assume they do, yeah.
Yeah, or preferably a 3D mouse.
A 3D mouse, yeah. But what we really need is to get rid of these mice. We should be able to think and just go walk, sit, talk. Yeah. So anyhow, here's a mother's dictionary. Amnesia, condition that enables a woman who has gone through labor to have sex again. That's what amnesia is. Drooling, how teething babies wash their chins. What is the story? Don't you love? I mean, children are fabulous when you think about it. They eat food. They have it all over their face. If we have one little dot of food on our face, we have to wipe it away. It drives us all crazy. But when you're little, your face can have 4 different types. So you can have strawberries, beets, chicken, all of it on your face. You're just there like, oh, that's good. Well, I guess men who have beards when they get older, that's the same thing for them, isn't it?
Yep.
Right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I can see a wife saying, oh, look, darling. That's what I made last week for dinner. Still looks good on you. Yeah. Anyhow, how about honeymooning? I mean, is honeymooning still going on in Second Life? If you get partnered, Brick, are you gonna take Blue on a honeymoon in Second Life? Are you gonna do that? Yeah.
No comments.
Yeah, because I want you to know something that's really important. If you do take her on a honeymoon somewhere, make sure you don't take her to no res zone because it's going to be a lousy honeymoon if that happens. You know.
They're gonna build his brewery.
And do you think the furries, when they get partnered, you know, do you think they call it tying the knot or not?
Well, the dogs do.
Yeah. Anybody have an alt that won't talk to you anymore? Yeah, that's something. What happens when an alt gets mad at you? I mean, they must sometimes, you know. I don't want to wear that. Take it off. I don't want it. Can you imagine if your alt?
Come back from dinner and they're in a different kingdom.
Wouldn't it be great
when they get mad at
That's
you?
good, Shawna. Say that again.
What? Say it again, Shawna.
I said you come back from dinner and you find your alts in a different TE kingdom. You know they're mad at you.
Exactly.
Emancipated adults.
But it'd be great, you know, if somebody was a great hacker, could you imagine hacking into your alt and having your alt talk back to you and move a different way or change clothes? And you go, holy crap, what's going on?
Yeah, it's called avatar theft.
Oh, does that exist?
I get that sometimes.
Yes, it
Are
does.
we on?
We are. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. So I saw another lawyer had 0 traffic. I mean, that's not good if you're a lawyer and you got 0 traffic. And his name was Avocado. I mean, that's something you eat, not, you know. Come on.
Lawyer avocado.
Yeah. I saw another lawyer had scuba gear at the front of his office here in Second Life. I don't know what the hell he had scuba gear for. What's that? Like looking for people in the sea. How many of you have swum? Doesn't swum. You can't say swum, right? Swum doesn't work. How many have been swimming under the water in Second Life? Anybody been doing that in recent history? Remember when you used to do it? There's
Yeah,
more shit
yesterday.
in the water than you can imagine, man. I went swimming. You can't believe how many people have left their stuff under there. It's just disgraceful.
There's a whole store under there. Like
There's a
some
store
people, they put a
underwater.
basement in and it's underwater. So you
Yeah.
have to go underwater to shop.
This is one of the problems with Second Life. When they allowed you to have water and then you can build on the water, they should never allow that to happen because then people build this ugly stuff on the water. They didn't tell you that originally, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
It would sink.
so guys, tell me something. You know, when you click on one of those blue balls, does it hurt? Never mind. That's not that funny.
Blue
Okay.
balls. Blue ball means guy.
What were you saying, Brick? I didn't hear you.
That stuff on water should sink. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be great if we could go around and judge what people have built and put on their land. You know, it'd be great if we could go stick eviction notices on people's properties.
Oh, that's cruel.
Yeah.
Let's go visit an
So-
orphanage.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
So I saw a homeless guy get on a bus the other day, and I wondered, how does he know where his stop is?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We're just trying to. Yeah. So how many of you tell your friends in First Life that you play Second Life? How many of you? Any
Mostly
of
I
you?
don't.
I do.
You do? That's why you don't have any friends, right? No,
That's
I'm
right.
joking.
I want to keep my friend.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, for those of you who may have remembered, we used to have a female comedian. What was her name? Not Dana. It was something like that. Shoot, what was her name? She's getting married in First Life now. Yeah, and she and the fellow she's marrying, I'll remember her name afterwards. I'll look it up. But they did something. Have you ever done this called the mystery dinner? You and your partner go out separately, and you pick up. Oh, thank you, X-Storm. I'm going to take all those lindens and buy myself a marriage certificate. But thank you. So you and your partner each go out separately, and you buy ingredients for a dinner, and you put them in a box, and you sit down, and then you have to open them up, and you have to take each other's box and make dinner out of each other's box. Something. Like that. Yeah.
Improvised.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just buy a lot
My
of
box. My box. I mean, come on. What's going to be in it? Tickets to go out for dinner and a bottle of champagne. That's it.
Best ingredients ever.
Haley, you ever look at your husband in First Life in the morning and go, "Wow, he's still rezzing"? You ever do that? Yeah. First Life's interesting though, you know, because they keep raising the tier no matter what. Even if you don't build on it, they raise your tier price. And we haven't had any new surveys in Second Life. Anybody have any new surveys? Yeah, there used to be some great
Nothing.
ones here. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. By the way, there are a number of mechanical devices which increase sexual arousal, particularly in women. Chief among these is the Mercedes-Benz 550. Oh, yeah. And you know, there's a spanking group in Second Life. Did you know that? A spanking group. Matter of fact, there was
Oh.
skins. Do you remember there were skins that were being sold so you'd have a red behind and stuff like that?
Yep.
I mean, people bought this stuff. I mean, how do you explain this later on? You know, when somebody in your First Life family logs into your account and goes, "Mom, what the fuck are you doing?"
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Oh, Lauren.
Yes.
Over in the auditorium, some 6-year-old girl had logged onto her mom's avatar and was wandering
Yes.
around SL11B. And she didn't
Really?
really do anything. But yeah, but she was talking. She had voice work, and she's talking to him and going, "Nobody wants to play with me." And we had to do something. She had to be ejected. But then her mom got online saying, Why was I ejected from SL?" And it's like, because your daughter got control of your avatar.
Could the daughter hear? That would have been great. Hi,
my
sweetie.
God.
How are you? If she met me, boy, would that be something. She'd be critical condition for a long time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What if it happened to the International Sex Hotel in Second Life? That was interesting, right? Yeah. So how many of you voted for Hillary Clinton for president in 2016? Anybody?
Yes.
You don't get to
And
do
put in
that
the
yet.
input.
It's
I
what
want a
he's
woman to be
22.
president. I really want a woman to be president. But there's a different woman I want. She's actually, I think she's a senator from Connecticut. Do you know who I'm talking about, Dr. Fran? Karen Walker, Warren?
No.
I like her.
Yeah,
What?
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think she's fabulous. She's really got her act together.
I think Hillary
Democrat?
might be too old.
Yeah, I think she's too old and she's compromised. And I want somebody that's, I want somebody that's not in the 1%.
What?
Yeah, don't you want somebody else? I mean,
Well, at
when
least somebody that hasn't always been there. You
Right,
might have been
exactly.
there now, but maybe they made a trip down to the 50%.
I wrote her a letter. I said, what I really want to know is, will Chelsea and one of the Bush girls run together? That'd be great.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Oh, they are one. They're really one party at this.
Yeah.
Republicrats or Democrats or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, this, and then we're trying to bring this to other countries, and we wonder why do the Shiites want to kill all the Sunnis? Because the Sunnis are the Republicans and the Shiites are the Democrats. There's no big deal here. Right? Yeah. So, how can you pick out a paranoid woman? Does anybody know?
No.
She's the one with a condom on her vibrator. No, I'm just joking. Oh, yeah. Great lines, right? Can I buy you a drink or do you just want the money? Try that.
Oh, look, there's a dating auction going on from 6 to 10 p.m. today.
In Second Life?
Yeah, from Relay of Life. The money goes to Relay of Life. I'll open the attachment. And
Is that Mad Pete?
Why don't we do that? Why don't?
Fight back relays. If anyone wants the landmark, you can IM me, and I'll secretly.
Sure.
Chinese have higher
Spend 3
standards
hours
than
in the
that.
sex sim with Lauren. That'd be great, right? Oh, yeah. We're almost getting through the show, and we have nothing as usual, guys. So if it's your first time here, this is all improvisational, except for the stuff that we've written down. Don't you like the feet behind me? Aren't they nice? Oh, my God. I'm so happy to have nice feet now in Second Life. I mean, it was really bad. You know what's amazing? I was out in First Life, and I was with Irene, and there were a couple of other women standing there, and none of them had shoes on, and the only one who had nice feet was Irene. It was amazing how many people don't have nice feet. Yeah. So
there are doctors that specialize in making your second toe smaller than your big toe.
is that right? There's a doctor that does that? Why would you do that?
Beverly Hills. Well, to make your feet look beautiful.
Really?
Man, I couldn't afford to live in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah. Well, you live in New York, you? Come on. You can't afford to live there either.
We don't get into this foot stuff.
You know? Oh.
No.
I never understood foot fetish.
Is my second toe bigger? No, it's not. My second toe isn't bigger.
Well, see, you don't need the operation then.
Good.
But if you one second toe is bigger and you wear the shoes with a little cutout for your toe and that other toe sticks out over the side, I mean that's an issue. That's not good. Yeah, that's a big problem. Guys don't look at toes, right?
They don't. No.
No.
Rick says no.
Right. Oh,
Wait a
honey,
minute. Define
I was
toe.
so turned on by you till I saw your toes. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, right. Not happening. There's an exactly 18-inch window. That's it.
I know is how many of us had to take our socks off to count to see our toes, or if we're all just sitting at our computer naked and we just had to look down.
Well, that's really, yeah, exactly. First of all, I don't want to know what any of us look like right now in First Life because our handlers definitely don't look like we think.
No, and we have these big headsets on too.
Yeah.
It really looks strange.
You know what's going to be really odd? What's going to be truly odd is when we finally get to be old enough, when you start espousing shit because you don't remember everything, you got a little amnesia, a little this, that, and you start chatting as if you're in Second Life, but you're in First Life, and the people in the nursing home and the rest go, what the hell are they talking about? I can see this. I can see myself saying, is that summer dress still in my closet? Yeah. That's going to be great, right? Am I wearing mesh panties? Yeah, right. Okay, no problem. Another sedative over here, please.
You're sitting at a bridge table playing bridge with a bunch of old farts, and you're like, I want to play greedy instead. Where is that greedy tip? I had it here just
Exactly.
the other day. It's very greedy, 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 greedy. Fuck, I can't find it.
God, is this update Wednesday? Yeah. Think, do you go down to the supermarket at times and get
SL just did an
5% off on
update.
Wednesdays? Do they have that where you are?
Well, they do have it, but I don't go down there. I live in the old folks' home. I don't have to go down to the supermarket. I get my food right delivered to me.
You got it right. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they good? Do they cook good food for you?
Oh, they cook very good food. Yes, right. But the real thing you would have to notice is if you want to see lag, you have not seen lag in Second Life if you will walk down the halls here.
Oh yeah. You could be a hippie, guys. Think about this. If you consider family and you don't know their last name. Yeah. So,
well, that's one of the, that's the advantage of Alzheimer's. Every day you meet somebody new.
Oh, you can tell them the same jokes over and over.
That's right.
Can you imagine if we had avatar rendering cost in First Life?
I should get a rebate.
Wait a minute. We don't have avatar rendering in real
Buy you
life?
a drink? Yeah, you can buy me a drink, but there's still $18,421 left to spend before anything else is happening.
Oh, that kind of rendering.
That kind of rendering. You
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody know that the people who have babies in Second Life, do they get stretch marks?
Actually, that'd be rather a good thing to happen.
I bet you they sell.
Oh, I bet you can.
See,
You can,
figures.
You can buy just about anything here in Second Life. You got tan lines. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, oops, what happened here? I just made a whole mistake here. All right, let's go back there. There we go. Somebody just sent out a message here. What'd they say? I have a poem about Second Life toast. Go ahead, Leslie. Let's hear your poem.
Tell us. Read it.
All right. Sure. Leslie?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I have
All
a
right,
poem.
here she goes.
Hi,
All
everybody.
right, you want to come up on stage so we can all see you and look at your toes while you tell us it?
Yeah, whom I have on my ugly feet right now, but I'll come up.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I
It's good
wrote
to
this.
see you, by the way. Leslie is
Hey.
phenomenal. Oh, yeah.
I gotta find
The
the
good thing
stage.
about the reason we have to come up here uses a minute or two of time so we can finally get to the frickin' hour zone. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to turn her up too. So let's just.
okay.
All right, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk, Leslie. Talk, but don't give us your poem yet.
She's talking.
Okay. I'm talking. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we
No,
hear
I
you.
can't hear you.
Okay.
She's low.
Great.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. Well, I'm Leslie Ryder, and I hang out with the poets. And I go to the Blue Angel, and the challenge was an ode. I didn't know how to write an ode, but I wrote this. Okay. I got to roll it back. It's Persephone Phoenix's challenge poem, an ode.
I love Persephone. She's fabulous.
Yeah. She hasn't been around for about a year, though. She's taking a break from from the Blue Angel. This is Ode to SLT. I have come in praise. Something happened to me today. So earlier, before coming here, I removed the barriers. I removed my sweater and shirt and undershirt, my cuffs and starched collar. I tossed them on my sofa. I undid my belt and I dropped my jeans and kicked them across the room onto my chair. I tugged off my boots, boot liners, and stepped out of my homemade panties and printed socks and dropped them, not into inventory, but into the trash. I even set my lenses of my sunglasses to 0 opacity so I could be seen clearly. And then I dressed, slowly and carefully and thoughtfully. All this to sit on this stool tonight in praise, showing skin, bedecked in my delicious new red shoes and my new red dress and my red string thong and Sarah Nerd's freebie pussy. Bedecked in my red dress and my new red shoes and my sexy slicks and smooth red toenails, I sit here, eyes wide open, in praise, inspired because I remembered something important. I remembered something important when I bought these very expensive new red shoes, important enough to write this ode. I remembered something forgotten. I remembered kisses on feet held in gentle hands. So, in adoration and admiration and gratitude and love, my ode I dedicate to you, all 10 of you. Each is remembered as the one before or the one after. To you I sing my praises in the most grateful of odes, glory and hallelujah to Second Life toes.
And that's fabulous. So we'll get a big applause. A big applause. Remember.
Yeah.
Here we are. We did an toast. Yes, Second Life toast. And believe it or not, we've made another hour out of nothing.
Except what I owed to Second Life.
Yeah, Second Life. Yeah, Second Life. Oh, and people said, all right, we got that. And it was just oh, Haley said we have an acre. We got an acre? That's great. Are there any poor people living on the goddamn thing, or do we get to live on the acre without that stuff? Second Life. I can't wait, leave to my kids. Guys, I'm leaving you 2,000 acres. Yeah, they happen to be digital acres, and I'm starting to enjoy them, You and your family can live there.
For?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's great about Second Life? I'll tell you the one thing that I really like here. Well, there are many things I like, but this is just one of them, all right? Is that in Second Life, in this world that we live in, we don't have this 1% or this, that, or the other thing. Here we are all equal. I'm a little more equal than the rest of you, but we're equal. And that's the end of the show tonight. So thank you so very much. Yay. We have no music. We have no music. We just had fun. Now we're open. We can all chat. We don't have to worry about anything.
We're open to chat. We have no music coming up, so everybody is welcome to chat.
Yeah.
Tell your joke.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Danny. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you were here, Leslie. That was great. Captain Quicksilver Blackheart. I like that. Wow. Magic. Yeah, right. SLB VIP. You're an SLB VIP, and you didn't get thrown out of a group yet, Thinker? That's incredible.
There's a new group.
Yeah.
I was ejected.
I got ejected. I was so happy.